Invisible Man is a novel by Ralph Ellison that tells the story of a young African-American man living in the mid-20th century. The novel explores themes of race, identity, and the search for meaning in a world that is often hostile and oppressive. The novel's protagonist is never named, but he is referred to as the Invisible Man because he feels invisible and unseen in a society that is deeply divided along racial lines. The Invisible Man grows up in the South and attends a historically black college, where he becomes involved with a group of activists called the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood seeks to unite African Americans and create social change through political action, but the Invisible Man becomes disillusioned with their methods and leaves the group. Throughout the novel, the Invisible Man grapples with questions of identity and self-discovery. He struggles to find his place in a society that sees him only as a stereotype, and he is often forced to conform to others' expectations of him. At one point, he is forced to participate in a humiliating boxing match, and at another, he is made to give a speech that reinforces negative stereotypes about African Americans. The novel also explores the ways in which racism and prejudice are deeply ingrained in American society. The Invisible Man encounters racism in both subtle and overt ways, and he learns that even those who claim to be fighting for racial equality can be blinded by their own prejudices. The novel's final scene, in which the Invisible Man retreats underground, can be seen as a metaphor for the way in which African Americans have been forced to hide their true selves in order to survive in a society that often sees them as less than human. One of the most powerful moments in the novel comes when the Invisible Man confronts a white supremacist named Ras the Exhorter. Ras believes that African Americans should separate themselves from white society and create their own community, but the Invisible Man argues that this is not a viable solution. He realizes that the struggle for racial equality requires both unity and diversity, and that African Americans must find a way to assert their individuality while also fighting for their collective rights. The novel's language and style are also notable, as Ellison's prose is both lyrical and dense. He uses a wide range of literary techniques, including satire, allegory, and symbolism, to create a vivid and complex portrait of African American life in the mid-20th century. The novel's rich imagery and complex structure have made it a landmark work of American literature, and it remains a powerful exploration of the complexities of race and identity in American society. Invisible Man is a novel that continues to resonate with readers today. Its themes of identity, race, and oppression are still relevant, and its exploration of the complexities of African American life remains powerful and insightful. The novel's exploration of the psychological and social effects of racism on African Americans has made it a seminal work in the field of African American literature, and its influence can be seen in the work of contemporary writers like Ta-Nehisi Coates and Jesmyn Ward. Ultimately, Invisible Man is a testament to the resilience and strength of the human spirit in the face of oppression and adversity.